Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for listening to the Video Game Underground podcast character profile. Today, this is our very first episode, and we're going to be searching in the lives of some Fortnite characters. Now, that's a game we all love and cherish and hold dear in our hearts. And today, we're going to get to meet some of the stars, some of the people that you see on a regular basis, and kind of get to know their inside life, get to know them as people, and get their input and insights into the game that we play on a daily basis. So the very first person I would like to introduce you to, and you know him and you're probably scared of him, Mr. John Wick. John Wick, please say hi to everybody.
Hey guys, how are you doing? You're very blessed for me to be here today. Can't wait to get you a look into my life.
It's really nice to have you on the podcast. It was hard to get you. Your schedule's full all the time. We've had this scheduled for 6 months.
Yeah, it takes me a little bit of time to get things going. I'm out there pretty busy all the time. I'm in high demand, being the assassin that I am. So, like I said, you're very blessed that I made some time for you in my appointment book. But we got to make this quick.
Yeah, we will. Don't worry about it. Now, my next person that I want you guys to meet and that I want to introduce to John Wick is what?
Yeah, Newt. First of all, I just want to say I'm blessed to be here, and I know you're kind of searching for my name, and a lot of people are. A lot of people don't care, first of all, but that's okay. I'm super blessed to be here. Technically, the Fortnite owners they name me generic male 626 blonde, but a lot of my friends call me Jim. I'm also my family. You've seen all of them. We're all a lot of people say the noobs play us, but that's the family. That's the moms that like to play, the dads that like to play, the little brothers that like to play. And I'm just blessed to be a part of this game. I'm blessed to be here with you, Newt, and I'm excited for this interview.
Jim, we really are excited to have you here, and we were excited to call you. Now we're going to move to the more important person. Mr. John Wick, tell me about your day-to-day. What is it like? What do you do in your day-to-day?
I wake up and get dubs. It's as simple as that. I drop in, I build stuff, and I kill noobs like Jimmy here. No disrespect, actually, a lot of disrespect.
Okay, well, that's awesome. You do really think highly of yourself. Now, Jimmy, what?
I'm sorry, Newt. It's Jim. It's not
Jim.
Jimmy. Mm-hmm.
It's Jim.
It's
okay,
Jim.
I'm glad you think you can talk back to me, Jim. So this is a question I have for both of you. It's one that I think a lot of us people that get to see your work, that get to be a part of it, kind of wonder to kind of get to know you as people. How do you enjoy your work? How do you enjoy your day-to-day of trying to get that W?
Well, Newt, I think that this game is just a lot of fun. It's an honor to be able to work and just have fun. They say to grow up and do what you love, and I'm doing that. I don't see it as killing people. I just, it's fun. It's like playing airsoft. We're just going out and we're having fun.
It's interesting that you would relate this to airsoft. It's interesting. Okay, Mr. John Wick, how do you enjoy what you do as a professional, as a 100% all in kind of guy? What do you say?
This is not a game for people like me. We take this very seriously, and that's why we win games. You can tell from Jimmy's answer that it's not important to him, and I can tell that when I shoot him in the head multiple times during the game. So he can have fun in the loading screen while I'm out there getting up.
Jimmy, he's really kind of attacking you right now. I mean, this is a family-friendly podcast, as you can obviously tell, and he's really attacking you. Do you have anything to say?
Well, Newt, like I said, I'm blessed to be here. I have never got to meet John Wick before, so it's an honor. And like you said, I'm blessed to be around him in his presence. I know he's competitive, but I like to have fun. And when I get to do my job and I'm having fun doing it, that's all that really matters to me. And I'm providing for my family, having fun. That's life.
Fun is the number one thing in it.
It is.
Yep, you can tell that's how you play. Now, what is important to you, John Wick? What is the number one thing for you when you play?
Winning. That's all there is to it. I don't have time to play around. This is not a game, and that's what you can tell my win count versus yours. Yours looks like a goose egg, and mine's getting into the triple digits. So, that being said, have fun at the loading screen. I'm going to continue to take this seriously.
And it sounds like you two are almost fighting. You're about to... John Wick will not stop staring at Jimmy right now. He has not broken eye contact. Jim is just staring at me and smiling with the biggest smile ever. And John Wick has not blinked since we started this.
Blinking's a waste of time. And your enemies can sneak up while you do it.
Jimmy, there's a lesson in there for you somewhere. Okay, but my next question... because you two are really fascinating individuals. And this one's mainly for Jimmy and John Wick. You can answer this also. But Jimmy, what's your family like? Tell me about your family.
Yeah.
Because you mentioned having a family and just kind of, tell me about it.
So, yeah, like I said, I'm one of the generic characters. And so it's me, my name's Jim, and my wife's name, you kind of see her. A lot of people say she looks like a doll, one of the creepy dolls, but she's beautiful to me. Her name is Jan. And so... Jimmy and Jan, it's Jimmy and Jan through it all, We have some brothers, we have some cousins, but I love my family, and that's why I do it. I really do. I love building forts for them. You might see us a lot building some forts, a lot of stairs up to the mountains, and just hanging out up there in those houses. Sometimes, Newt, we
all right, thank you for all that. That was really... Okay. All right, John Wick, now tell me... After that long-winded conversation, tell me about you. Tell me about your family. I'm sure it's extremely interesting.
I was taken at the age of 7, like a lot of Spartan warriors, and trained for this. So I haven't seen my family in many, many years.
That's hard. How does that make you feel?
It doesn't bother me whatsoever because, like I said, winning's the only thing that matters.
Okay, wow. Thank you for sharing that. That was really... really heartfelt and profound. Jimmy, even in that, you can learn a lesson. Okay, so when you first got set up into Fortnite, what was it like for you? Was this something that you always wanted to do? Was it you, John Wick? Say you were bred to do this since you were 7 years old. You were trained. But Jim,
yeah, I was actually searching online and found this job on Indeed.com. It looked like it was good hours, and it meant that I got to spend more time with my family. So
what was it called?
Indeed.com. It's a job searching website.
Indeed.com. Got it. I thought you said D.com.
No, I don't like D. No, they brought me in for interviewing, and I was one of the first ones to be in there. And so they asked me questions of what I'd like to do, and if I had a family, and if they could actually use my family, and they use the word enslaved, but I don't really like to think of that word. We're not slaves. We just but what they did say is that we brought a lot of fun to the game of Fortnite, and that we really started something big for guys like Mr. Wick to come in.
Hold on, let's backtrack. You say enslave?
Yeah, that's what they said at first, but it wasn't like that. We love being there. We did try to escape one time. They didn't let us, but that's besides the point. We have fun.
What do you mean you tried to escape? How did you try to escape?
Well, they put us in the arena to fight other people, and we didn't like that idea of shooting other people, especially 100 other people. So we tried to escape the game. And,
you don't shoot anybody, Jim. Let's be honest.
But we were one of the first ones that were there, so they were forcing us to shoot people. So that's what I mean by enslaved. And then we tried to escape. And it didn't work out very well. They kind of brought us back into the game and didn't let us leave. But it's a job. We love our job. My family gets to do it with me, and so we.
Is it a job if you're a slave?
Yeah. Do
they pay you?
No, they don't. As you can tell, if you look at my profile, I don't have any V-Bucks. That's why I can't afford a battle pass. But we're all I know is that we started the fun and that we really brought a lot of smiles to households around the world.
Really, I really love your optimism, Jim. It really is good.
Thank you, Newt.
Even sitting right here, your smile just doesn't go away.
It never does. I love to smile.
Even as John Wick has held the pistol to your forehead about the last 2 minutes, and you've still just been smiling this whole time.
Well, I don't get a lot of chance to see a legendary, desert eagle. So it's an honor just to be able to see that in my presence.
Yeah, usually you don't last that long, huh?
Well, sometimes we'll get lucky and we'll land in an area that has one of the first chests we searched. But after the first chest, I haven't seen a lot of second chest open. So I haven't got to see a lot of weapons before.
Today's a big day for you. We're glad you're here. We're glad you get to experience it.
It's called a hand cannon, so you need to learn your stuff. This is kind of disrespectful at this point. You've been in 3 seasons. Yeah. This is my first season.
You're right.
And you
you're
still
right.
don't know the guns.
You're right. I apologize, Mr. Wick. Please.
Mr. Wick, please sit down. Please sit down. Please stop. Stop getting so angry. Please. Jimmy, I'm gonna need you to take it easy, okay? Be more respectful.
You're right. You're right.
Be
dude.
respectful.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wick. I apologize for any offenses that I may have put in front of you.
Do you have anything to say?
No.
No, he doesn't have to because he's John Wick. He is legendary. So, John Wick, did you always want to, be a Fortnite?
That was the end goal of all the training that I've been through. 100 tiers of training. Well, it's worth it. Fortnite was the end goal, and I'm just very fortunate to get to go to work every day and get dubs. I get V-Bucks for winning, and it allows me to buy more things and make myself look better, because let's be honest, it's hard to do at this point. I'm pretty much at the top. So it's what I like to do in my spare time. It's a 24-hour-a-day thing. I don't sleep. Sleep's a waste of time and V-Bucks. So it is something I like to do, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, okay. I'm glad that was always your end goal. Both of you seem to be very happy in this place. So, seeing that you are two extremely happy in the place that you are in now, it makes me wonder, where did you come from? So, I know a lot about John. You kind of already explained your backstory. But, Jim, you were looking on Indeed.com. What were you looking for, man? Where did you come from?
Well, after being in a failed, we actually were characters in a failed cartoon world. It was supposed to become a series on television that were supposed to premiere on Netflix, but it got canned as soon as they saw the. You don't want to know about it.
What was it called?
I really
want to know what it was called.
Okay, it was inappropriate material for adults that like cartoons and found it appropriate.
Brokeback Mountain Part 2.
You know what? Yeah, it was like that. Okay, and
Brokeback Mountain Tune.
So we after leaving that, we really needed a job. I needed a job to help provide for my family. And I love my family. I love Jen. I love all my cousins. And I really
I'm going to cut you off right there, Jim. And I'm going to move back to John. Now, I know that you didn't get to see your family because you were taken at 7. Is that correct?
That is correct.
But did you know them before that?
Yes, I did. They were John Wicks as well. And they taught me the Wick way.
The Wick way. They were John Wicks. So your mom and dad were both John Wicks.
Please don't assume my mom's gender.
I don't believe I did. I don't believe I did, but that's fine. So do you guys breed like normal people? How does that work? Are you asexual? Are John Wicks asexual?
We wake up in the morning and piss excellence. And that's not the only thing that comes out. So you could say that we were bred for this. A lot of people believe we were made in a lab place where they.
So let me go back to this. Hold on. You wake up, and when you say pee is not the only thing that comes out, are you talking about fully grown John Wicks as well? Are you okay, sir? Your face seems to cringe. Are you just remembering some of the times that you had to pee a full-grown man?
It's not something I like to talk about, and it is one of the fuels for my anger. But
I'm sorry. Please
do.
put the hand cannon away. Please put the hand cannon away.
Newt, you almost lost your life.
I know. I'm sorry. Jim, I don't know if he's stable.
Yeah, I've wondered the whole time.
I don't know if we should be here.
It's your call, dude. I'm following you.
I don't know.
I'm really used to getting.
Ready up. Ready up. We'll see what happens. Don't talk behind my back.
I'm not.
Yeah, Jimmy. Gosh.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Wake. Once again, I don't mean to be offensive to you. I was just
Jimmy,
worried
shut
for
up.
our safety.
Yeah, Jimmy, shut up. All right. Well, let's continue. This has gone great so far. Almost died twice, but it's great. Tell us. A lot of us don't get to see the behind the scenes of Fortnite. Like we don't get to see you in the bus. We don't get to see you, on a different island. So tell me about it. What's it like in the bus?
Well, you do actually get to see us. The island you get before you load in is actually where we live. And a lot of the time, whenever you who are listening kind of enter the game, we're already sitting and we're already chilling there. They just kind of call us in this area, herd us up according to how many John Wicks, how many Ravens, how many other characters are there, and then they load up from there.
Okay, so you guys live there.
We do.
Now, where do you sleep?
Well, we're excellent fort builders, and I like to think of myself.
No, you're not.
As a good, decent, average fort builder, and so
are you decent or average?
I'm average.
Very below average.
I'm average, Mr. Wick.
What's your average build time?
6.867.
You know what mine is?
Go ahead and inform me, please, Mr. Wick.
Faster than you.
Okay, but like I was saying, Newt,
Jimmy, I don't think what you go through is healthy. Do you go through this on a daily basis? No. I know you've never met him before, but like, there's other John Wicks out there. Are you okay?
I'm good. I'm used to it.
Are you?
You know?
Hey, it's okay.
There was a time.
It's okay to cry.
There was a time when we were on top.
Here's a tissue. Here you go.
Thank
Just
you.
take it. I can already tell you're hurt. That's good.
I apologize.
That was really good. That's okay. I understand. When you're in the presence of greatness, it's sometimes hard.
You're right.
John, let's go back to you. What is your experience on the island?
I go around and murder people.
Even when you're not in the Royale.
Oh, when we're not in the Royale, so I misunderstood the question. You better choose your words better next time.
I apologize. You didn't understand
don't
my
interrupt
question.
me.
Jim, stop. Stop it right now.
On the loading screen, I just kind of practice my aim. I show off my cool dance moves that no one else knows how to do. I could attribute that to my black suit that I wear.
Well, that's good. I'm glad that you have your own experience on the island, separate of Jimmy. And Jimmy, I'm glad you kind of... Sounds like you practice a lot on the island. Is that kind of what you're doing? You're building and practicing? Because I don't really know any beds that you can build, unless I'm mistaken.
Yeah, we actually don't sleep at all, and so we don't need to sleep.
Okay.
But my family still does. We want to live that normal life. That's why, I love my family a lot. Me and Jan like to build up to the mountains and kind of pretend that those houses are ours. Just to pretend that we have that family because we.
Yeah, that's really great. I really appreciate that. Okay, for both of you. Now we've had some great conversations, and I've really appreciated you too. And we're winding down. We got about 5 more minutes of great conversation. Now I want to ask you two. Okay, being in this 24/7, if you weren't a part of this, would you be playing Fortnite? If you weren't smack dab in the middle of the combat, of the training, of the trying to build, would you play the game?
Newt, quite honestly, I would not, and I might get in trouble for saying this. We might get a little bit of a sell time from the owners, but I honestly would not be playing Fortnite.
Excuse me, did you say sell time?
Yes, sir. Sometimes they lock us up when we do something that's out of line, but that's okay. It's part of the job. It's in the job description. But anyways, what
job? Are you calling this a job?
It's a job.
Are you sure,
Newt? It's a job.
Are you sure,
Newt? I promise you.
Do you need help?
No,
I'm still crying since 10 minutes ago. You have not stopped.
I'm just not used to being.
It's kind of gross with a smile. You're crying with a smile. Are you okay?
No.
I knew it. What can I do?
I'm just tired of Mr. Wick over here getting in my business. I never wanted to be here, and I'm stuck in this game. I'm just sick. And he still has the hand cannon to my head. He's had it there the entire time. And when you told him to put it up, he put it up to my knee. And then he moved it up a little bit. I'm so sick of this game!
Well, John, now it's just you and me.
This is a top 2 situation. What I do here is I build up, try to get the high ground, and aim for the head. Normally I try to get a rocket launcher or a sniper rifle in this situation.
Listen, I just want you to know we're not in the game right now.
Did you interrupt me again?
We're not in the game. I'm watching you build right now. I need you to know that we're not in the game. We're not in the game. Stop.
Did you interrupt me?
For my own life, please. Come down. Jim, where you at? Help. Okay, I gotta go. But guys, thank you so much for listening today. Thank you so much. Tune in next week. Same day, every day. Tune in next week. We're going to have a great